Hey there, welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to be showing you an easy KDP book niche idea that you can start as soon as today. In fact, one seller is making an extra $486 a month from just one of these books. And the best part is that this book is actually very easy to make. So it's a great way for beginners to start publishing books on Amazon KDP because you don't need any prior experience. All you're going to need is Wi-Fi and a laptop. And by the end of this video, you're going to have the steps that you need to start creating profitable books on Amazon. So if you're a beginner looking to make an income online and start a side hustle, or you're looking to just get into a new niche, well, then this video is for you. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So what are we talking about today? Well, today that would be the outer space coloring book for kids niche. Now, the very first thing that you want to do when you're publishing on Amazon KDP is your niche research. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, finding out if the niche that you're looking into is going to be something that's worth it and something that's going to be profitable. In other words, I'm talking about niche validation. And on top of that, you're going to want to find the keywords that are going to go into your title, your subtitle, and those back-end keywords that's going to give you the best chance at ranking your book on the first page of Amazon. Now, here I am on Amazon, and I did a search for outer space coloring book for kids. And the first thing that you're going to see is this purple bar on your screen. This is called Titan's Quick View. It helps you with your niche research. It comes from self-publishing Titans. So this is completely free. If you want to go to the Chrome web store and type in self-publishing Titans like this, two of their extensions will pop up. You can go ahead and download both of them. They are free to use. And once you do, you'll be able to see the same information that I'm seeing. And it's going to give you a lot of useful data and a lot of useful information. It'll give you things like a niche score, as well as total results, exact match, independently published, as well as the average bestsellers ranks and the lows and the highs, and then the average reviews and average price, as well as the lows and the highs. Now, the very first thing that I look at when I do a search are the search results. And right here, we're seeing 414 results. Now, when I'm doing niche research and I'm trying to validate a niche, I look for three specific things. Number one, I'm going to look for search results that have about 1,000 or less because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. Number two, I look for 3 KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below because this is going to tell me that these books are already selling. So it shows that there's demand in this niche. And then number 3, I look for a niche score provided by the plugin that I'm using that has a score of 50 and higher. So back here on Amazon, we can see the 414 results right here. So that's below the 1,000 that I'm looking for. So that is a good sign. The next step is going to be going through this first page right here and seeing if there are 3 KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, the first thing that I want to mention is that I don't look for these. So I don't take these into consideration, these sponsored products right here. You can see that by this lettering on the bottom of the books. If it says sponsored, I simply skip it because this is essentially where people are paying to get on the front of the first page. So the first book is going to be this one right here. And as we can see under publisher, it says independently published, which means this is a KDP book. It has a bestsellers rank of 58,000. So that is book number 1. That's really good. Let's look at the next book. This one is also published independently right here, as we can see, and it has a bestsellers rank of 213,000. So that's below the 300,000 that we're looking for. So that's book number 2. And then the next book next to it, as we can see under publisher, it does not say independently published. So this is not a KDP book that we are competing with. So we are not really going to look at this one. We're going to skip it. The next book next to it is independently published, but it has a ranking of 722,000. That's above the 300,000 that I'm looking for. So we move on to the next. The next one is not independently published. So now I'm just going to be looking for independently published books that have a BSR of 300,000 or below. We have this book right here, has a 58,000 ranking. So that's book number 3. So right there, we've already satisfied the second requirement. But let's go ahead and look at all of the other books that are selling well here on the first page of Amazon. So this one is 170,000. We have this one at 74,000, 209,000, 301,000, 291,000, 181,000. And so I'm seeing a lot of demand for this niche because I see a lot of books that are ranking very well, and a lot of them are below the 300,000 rank that I'm looking for. And with a niche score of 58, that is above the 50 that I'm looking for. So this satisfies all 3 of my requirements, which is telling me that there is good potential for profits in this niche. So why don't we go ahead and look at one of these books and look deeper into how they're creating their book, the interiors of the book, and how well the book is doing overall. Now, before we dive into a book, I found another keyword in this niche that you could also use. It is called Space Coloring Book for Kids. It has a little bit more search results, but it still satisfies my requirements. It has a niche score of 58, and it also has enough books here that satisfy the second step requirement of having 3 books under 300,000 BSR. So feel free to use this keyword as well as the first one that we were looking at is Outer Space Coloring Book for Kids. So let's go ahead and take a look at this book right here. This is a space coloring and activity book for kids ages 4 to 8. So it includes coloring, mazes, dot, puzzles, and more, and 80 space illustrations. We can see it has a 4.7 out of 5 rating. It has 1,783 ratings. So this book has been around for a while now. It was published March 19, 2019. It has a price of $8.99, which is a typical price point for these types of books. And before we look at the sample, let's go ahead and look at this graph. So this graph is the historical BSR, or the historical ranking of the book. And what we're seeing is for the past 30 days, anytime the lines go down, that means the book is selling well. And when it starts going up, the book is not selling as well. But you will always see this with this type of graph. There are ups and downs, and that is why I like to zoom out. So we're going to zoom out 90 days, 6 months. As we can see, the sales have been relatively stable. Let's go back 1 year, and then let's go all time. And as we can see, this book has been very successful all time, and I really don't see it slowing down anytime soon. The best sales that it's experienced is actually over here back in 2021 and 2022, but it's actually still doing very well to this day. And I think around Q4 this year, it's going to start to sell very well, which is evident right here because around October, it starts to sell very, very well. So let's go ahead and look at the sample. So here's the cover. And here's the first page, the belongs to page. And then the next page after that is a coloring page of an astronaut. Very simple design. Here is a maze. Here is another activity page. And then here are all the other activity pages that are included in the book. We can see this is a coloring page right here, and there are some more coloring pages right here. Now let's scroll down to see if there's any A+ content. And yes, there is. As we can see, A+ content is just where the publisher can add more information to the customer about their book that they can't add in the other parts of the listing. So as we can see, here are some more interiors of the book, and that's pretty much it with the A+ content. So let's go ahead and look at some of the reviews. Right here, it says customers find the size and the weight of the book great for kids who love space. They also say the coloring pages are perfect and fun for children. Customers appreciate the craftsmanship and the quality of the product. Readers say the book is intended for grandparents and their grandchildren. However, some customers feel the pages are not front and back, making the book seem longer. Opinions are mixed on simplicity, with some finding it repetitive and cute, while others will say it's simple and immature, but overall it does have a good rating. And here are some reviews with images. So let's scroll through these real quick. Here is the cover of the book, very nice. And here are the interiors. As you can see, it's a very, very simple interior. And then let's look at this one right here. Here is the book laid out on a desk and another page of the interior. And then if we actually look at the reviews, we can read a couple of these. My nephew liked the coloring book activity. Grandbabies love to color and work with the puzzles. So overall, it's a very popular book with really great reviews. My kids are obsessed with space, so I'm constantly looking for activities to keep them busy. This is a great book with mazes, connect the dots, coloring pages, and other space-related puzzles. So a very, very good book indeed. So let's go ahead and take this bestsellers rank and plug it into a sales calculator to see how much it's estimated to be making. And with the bestsellers rank of 58,610, this book is making about 5 sales a day, which is about 150 books per month. And in estimated royalties, that's about $16 per day and $486 per month. Now that we've validated this niche and know that there's some profits to be made here, the next part is how to actually create these interiors. And the best part about this is there's actually a few different ways to go about this. So the most simple, the most easiest way to go about this is probably just to use Creative Fabrica and make a search for space coloring or space coloring book or space coloring activity. And as you can see, there's over 5,000 results that come up. And if we just do a quick scroll, you can see the amount of interiors here and amount of coloring pages and activity pages that are available for you to use in your book so that you can create a full-on space coloring book for kids of your own and go ahead and sell it on Amazon KDP. A lot of these interiors are filled with a bunch of pages. You can see this one has over 200 pages. Over 200 pages has 20 covers for you to choose from, 20 covers here. And you could build your own space activity book by looking through some of these pages and just mixing and matching them so that you create something that is original and something that is more unique. Now, my suggestion is if you're going to be using Creative Fabrica to create your KDP books, is to not just download these interiors and then directly upload it onto KDP and then call it good. I would not do that. What I would do is I would find some interiors here that I like, and then I would mix and match some of the interior pages to create my own. So I would download them, I would re-upload onto a program like Canva, and then I would make a lot of edits to these images and to these pages to make it my own. So I would try to change the font. I would add more elements from Canva. I would look for more graphics and elements on Creative Fabrica and put that on top of these space coloring pages and activity pages so that it doesn't resemble the actual original page that you found on Creative Fabrica. This is the best way to do this. This is the safest way to do this. And this is my recommendation. So if you're going to go this route, just make sure that you do a lot of edits on these pages and do not upload them directly onto Amazon KDP. Now, if you want something that's completely unique and something that you don't have to worry about doing your own edits, and maybe you don't have the time for that, you can go ahead and go to fiverr.com and just look at the gigs. So I did a search for Amazon KDP coloring book, but you could do a search for whatever you like, and you can find all these gigs that are ready for you to make your own coloring book. And so if you find something that you like, for example, let's go to this one right here. So this person is going to create your coloring book pages as well as the book cover for Amazon KDP. Let's go ahead and scroll through some of her work here. As we can see, if we like what she does, we can go ahead and contact her and put an order in and see if she can do space coloring books. And if we go and look a little bit more at the gig, you can see one of the things that she does is she offers unlimited revisions which is actually really, really good for you if you wanted to go with this gig. So the basic is $10. It gives you 2 high quality coloring book pages, but you obviously need more than that. So if we go to standard, which is $100, that's a little bit pricey, but this is the 63 pages that you need. You actually just need around like 40 to 50 pages, but this is the book that's ready to sell on Amazon KDP, or you can even do Etsy. It gives you the commercial usage rights and a book cover. So basically for $100, this is completely done for you, ready to be uploaded onto Amazon KDP. All you have to do is figure out your title, your subtitle, and your description. It is a little bit pricey, but for those of you that don't have the time but still want to be making these coloring books and these low and medium content books on Amazon KDP, this is an option that you have. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you're able to implement it into your low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And don't forget to follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.